What's good, YouTube family? What's up, y'all? It's been a while, I know. So welcome back to my channel. Welcome me back to my channel. So I guess I should probably explain just a little bit as to why I've been MIA. So I believe my last updated or my last uploaded video was like back in, I don't know, it's been a while. I don't know. It's been a really long time, which is why this is like kind of weird that I'm just gonna dive head first and give y'all best of 2017. First of all, Happy New Year's. Secondly, my explanation. So, you know, I've been going through some life changes. I have been reflecting a lot on life in general, and I had to step away from my channel a little bit just to kind of refocus on what it was that I wanted to do with my channel and then with my life in general. Something that's important to me is authenticity and things being more organic. With that being said, this video was kind of difficult to even come full circle because I did not consume a lot of products in 2017. So I tried to pull as many products that were either released in the year of 2017 or at the tail end of like 2016. So there's not a whole lot to share, but I did come up with a full look. And then as for my absence, again, I just haven't been consuming as much, and I feel like I was running out of things to say. And I never want to do that, and I always wanted to be real and 100 with y'all. So whenever I was able to bring you guys something, I brought you something. But all in all, I haven't been feeling the need to film a whole lot. I've kind of lost my inspiration. But I'm back and I'm getting re-inspired because I have some ideas, you know what I'm saying? I got some stuff that I want to share with you guys. So if you will have me, you know, don't unsubscribe now because I'm inconsistent. I just be in my feelings sometimes. But I'm back here, you know. Came to have a drink with y'all. Clink, 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 you know, cheers. But yeah, so again, I wanted to share and like come up with a full look using all the products, most of the products that I was enjoying a lot in 2017. And what you guys can see next on my channel is probably more topic videos, more lifestyle videos, more natural, non-toxic, vegan / cruelty-free makeup comparisons, and just whatever you guys want to know from me. I'm a parent, so I thought about doing more parenting videos dealing with teenagers and little ones. I mean, just let me know what you guys want to see in the bottom. But 2018, I am definitely in the mood to get back creating and sharing more with you guys outside of just, you know, what I put on my face. I hope that you guys enjoy what I planned for you all in 2018, and I hope that we can grow and be abundant and be not lit like you. You need to chill out. Ain't nobody there. There's nobody there. She thinks she big. She a big old puss. Annie Bell, come here, girl. Relax yourself. Let your mind be free. You're now rolling with the boys from the ROC. Seagull in the house. What y'all know about that? If y'all know that, leave the title down below. Leave the title down below because you're gonna be the real MVP if you know that. Anyways, I just want to have fun with you guys. So if you guys want to see what all I have been loving in 2017, go on ahead and keep watching this video. Peace. We're going to see how this shit goes. With this, and I ain't filmed a video in, you know, a real long time, so we're gonna pray our way through it. All right, so are you guys ready for this? I think I am. I have a lot of products here, so I'm going to try to just mention things, give you a very basic description. If I have any videos for them, I will make sure that I leave them up in the cards, whichever, you know where to look for it. So let's just go on ahead and dive into skincare. So this year I tried to keep things extremely basic when it came to my skincare. Like I told you guys before, I'm trying to use products that have more natural ingredients, not so many chemicals, vegan, or at least cruelty-free. So diving into my combination, you guys have seen these before on my channel, which is by the brand Alafia. This is my cleanser, which is their everyday coconut face wash, cleansing, purifying for all skin types. What I like about this cleanser is I feel like it gives my skin a nice, good cleaning without, like, stripping my natural oils. It doesn't leave any film or buildup of any sort. And as you can see, well, say hi to my little friend, but this is all hormonal. Like, some things you can't control, but overall I feel like it's done a really, really good job at normalizing my skin. I haven't had too many issues as far as oiliness or being extremely dry or anything like that. I sometimes use this in combination of my Clarisonic, and other times I just use my hands. Like if I don't have on a whole lot of makeup or anything, then I don't mind using this with just my hands, and it works just as great. So yes, the Alafia Everyday Coconut. And then I use the toner as well, which is just the Everyday Coconut Face Toner, and this also is for all skin types. I really, really like it for the smell. It has such a good smell, and again, it just normalizes my skin. It doesn't have like any fancy ingredients or anything like that. It just keeps my skin normal. So earlier this year, I was using the L'Oreal moisturizer. I'll go ahead and insert a picture for you guys to see what it looks like. And not that I didn't like that moisturizer, it was just okay to me. It had a lot of claims and everything like that, which is fabulous, but it also had a lot of ingredients that I didn't know what the hell they were. So I went on ahead and searched for something that was a little bit more clean, but still had some scientific backing to it. And what I came up with, well, not what I came up with, but my aunt actually sells this, but it's Arbonne's RE9 Advanced Restorative Cream, and this has a broad spectrum of SPF 20 in it. And this is like, it's a little bit richer of a moisturizer. The L'Oreal was a little bit more lotiony, and I like something a bit more balmy. So I went on ahead and picked this up. I'll go on ahead and squirt this out so you can see how thick and rich it is. And on the days that I need a little bit more moisture, because this does definitely it does a good job at moisturizing, but sometimes I just need a little bit more, especially right now in the drier months. I'm in Ohio, gets really, really cold, and everything gets dry here. So on those days or months when I just need a little bit more, I just drop maybe 2 drops of I dropped maybe 2 drops of the apricot oil, and this is just by the Now brand. You can find this in Whole Foods or whatever, but again, just doom, 2 drops, and I mix it in with my moisturizer, and it gives me a good amount of like rich hydration that I sometimes need. So I've already cleaned my face, I've moisturized my face, so let's move that on out of the way so we can get into the good stuff, the fun stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to go in the order of which you put your makeup on. I didn't grab a whole lot of stuff. I tried to only grab things that have either came out this past year or like on the tail end of 2016 as well. So let's get into this. Okay, so Wet n Wild came out with their Photo Focus line of foundations, complexion stuff. So here I have the foundation, and I am in the shade Desert Beige. What I really like about this foundation, it is a medium to full coverage. You get really, really nice coverage with this foundation. They have a really good variety of shades, and the applicator makes it really easy. Even though it doesn't have a pump, it has like this little spatula thing inside, which kind of like, you know, helps you put it all over. Some people will say that's not sanitary. I'm just putting it on my face, so I don't even care about that. But again, it has really good coverage, very, very good lasting power. I have a video on this, so I will make sure that I link that just so you guys can see the full details. But this was a foundation that I used a ton. This is actually my second bottle. I have this color and then a darker color for my summertime wear. But yes, absolutely recommend this. And then, of course, now you guys already know, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation was like a hands down favorite for many people. So this is what we're going to use today. I am in the shade 250, which I'm always in denial about how light or dark I am. I always feel like I'm a little bit darker in tone, but the truth is your girl is high yellow. So I'm just going to, oh yeah, I'm gonna just have to use a brush. I forgot to wet my beauty blender. So this is only 2 pumps. I like starting with the lower part of my face first when I'm using this foundation because it does dry down pretty quickly. And this is just a crown brush that I just grabbed. And just one more pump, or more like a half a pump for the top half of my face. As you can see, this gives you a medium coverage. Some people like to build it up to a full, but I am cool with the medium coverage. I'm not going anywhere today, so I don't need a full beat. If that's something that you like, maybe you would like the Wet n Wild a little bit more because it definitely has that extra coverage that some people like, but again, this is cool with me for today. All right, and as you can see, as this sets on my skin a little bit longer, it begins not to oxidize, but they say it dries down to a darker shade, which is also why I didn't need a deeper shade to begin with. And then 2, this is like, I will describe this as more of a like demi matte. It says that it dries down matte, but I would say more of like a demi matte because it definitely has a more skin-like appearance. But yeah, this is my stuff right here, and it also helps that it is vegan, and all of the Fenty Beauty is 100% cruelty free. All right, so moving on to my eyebrows. I don't know that this was a new release by Milani or not, but it has been like my go-to brow color, brow product of the year, and this is their Stay Put brow color in the shade 03 medium brown. As you can see, very well loved. So I'm just gonna fast forward through the brow part because you guys know how that goes. All right, we are back, and I went on ahead and primed my eyelids as well, so we can go on ahead and dive into our favorite eyeshadows this year. So there weren't too many eyeshadow palettes or just single eyeshadows or anything that really caught my eye a whole lot this year. Something that was released before the end of 2016, and I kind of gave it like an honorable mention last year for the 2016 best of, but I mean, we have to, because to be real, this is all I was really using all last year. So this is the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. I absolutely adore this palette. It's just such a go-to for like, whoa. It's such a go-to for like so many different type of looks. I really love that this palette has like just your basics. as far as like transition colors, and then some little pops of colors, and then the shimmer shadows in this is absolutely amazing. So this is the palette that I'm going to use today. Let me see. I'm not going to do anything too elaborate. You know, some things just never change, and I guess I just forgot in the midst of my hiatus. My damn camera cut off and my eye is pretty much done. So I'll just tell y'all what I used, which is perfectly fine. I hope you guys understand. So I used Air as my transition color. I used Royal Prerogative and Duchess in like my outer corner, just kind of building up a fade effect. And I used Your Majesty all over the lid here and Crown in my inner corner. So there goes that. So moving on, let's talk about another palette. And this is more of like an honorable mention because they came out with a splash, like, and not necessarily a good one. It was like a tsunami that like fucked people's lives up. Like it was interesting to see and hear and watch so many people be so heated about a palette. And y'all know I was scared. I was scared because, you know, I didn't know what to expect, and I had already spent my coin after, you know, watching so many whatever. Anyways, so now you already know this subculture by Anastasia. This guy like ruffled some feathers. Like, first of all, okay, let's just look at it. This is a beautiful palette. Now, Anastasia is well known for putting together these beautiful like limited edition palettes, but this one was supposed to be like one of their like, you know, standard releases, not going to be limited edition. It's going to be here. So everybody was geeked up, right? Including me. After I seen the colors, like, this is right up my alley, and I felt like it was screaming like grunge and like 90s, and like with these oranges and yellows and these greens, and just this palette was supposed to be everything, right? And there were some people that was not feeling it. So first of all, let me get the specs on it. I believe this palette it goes for $36. I don't know. I'll put it on the thing. But this is not a fully vegan palette. I went on ahead and I wrote down which ones specifically were not vegan, and that includes Axis, Destiny, Mercury, Dawn, Rowdy, Fudge, All-Star Edge, New Wave, Roxy, and Untamed, which is pretty much half of the damn palette. So I don't know why they just wouldn't say like this ain't a vegan palette. But anyways, so the fuss was over the amount of fallout. Now, these were supposed to be high pigmented colors, their most pigmented palette, blah, 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 right? And there were some people that were like, you know, putting this palette on blast about how trash it was and like how dusty. And I'm not going to do that because I didn't want to ruin my palette. Like, I spent my money on it, and I don't get paid to be reviewing stuff and everything like that. So I was like, I'm not about to beat my palette up for the sake of a view. But I definitely understood where the fuss came from when I tried the palette out. It was definitely on the dusty side. But bottom line is, a lot of palettes can be like that. And maybe it's not the full palette. Like, so far this one has been, as you can see, I haven't used some of the shadows still, but I mean, it was a good palette. Like, to me, the color was there, the pigmentation was there. Some of the colors didn't blend out really well, but that's okay. Like, it just wasn't that serious to me. So overall, like, this is an honorable mention just to say, y'all made a fuss, and some people loved you, some people hated you, but damn it, you were relevant for like a good month just on the strength of a few really bad reviews. But overall, I did like this palette. I was excited about the palette. I like the colors. I still use it, not a whole lot, because like I said before, I'm not doing a whole lot of eyeshadows look right now because, I mean, I haven't been doing many videos or going any place release. But overall, I did like this palette, and it was one that I bought. Like, I think I maybe bought 3 palettes last year. I mean, yeah, I liked it. Okay, so getting back to my face though, let's get back. Let's refocus here. Okay. Woosah. All right, so I'm just going to go on ahead and speed through my concealer. This is a concealer that I have repurchased at least a good 3 times this year. This is the Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer by Sephora. The only thing that I won't say bad to say about it is I don't love the applicator. Like on some of the shades, it's like a flat applicator, and then on others, it's like this domed, rounded thing that's very hard and doesn't really pick up a lot of products. So as you can see, like, I'm dipping in a lot. By the way, I'm the shade 10.5 Blondie, and when I'm not using Blondie, I think the color that I use is Eclair. It really just depends on which one they have in at the time. All right, and then I'll go on ahead and quickly mention the Laura Mercier powder. This was the first time that I've purchased this powder last year, and as you can see, I just finished it up. So I will say this was also like a really, really good powder to me. I got some really good results out of it, so on and so forth. What's up? What's up? You just being nosy. That's my kid being nosy. Okay, so anyways, I'm just gonna blend this out here with my Real Techniques brush, since I forgot to wash my beauty blender. And I don't want y'all to judge me about how disgusting it is. All right, so along with the foundation release that Wet n Wild put out, they also came out with the face powder. As you can see, this has been very well loved. This powder kind of puts me in the mind of Max Skin Finishes, the natural. It has just a very nice skin, like, not dew or glow, but effect. Like, it's not extremely matte, which I can give or take in a powder, but it just looks good. And I'm always one to set my face. I'm gonna never not set my face. So this was definitely one. And then also, I don't have one in front of me. It's a powder that I've repurchased multiple times as well this year, which is the Sephora brand powder. I'll go on ahead and insert a picture along with the price and everything like that. I repurchased that at least twice this year. It's just a really good powder, whether you want to, you know, just set your face and go, or if you're setting, like, you know, your foundation or anything. It's just really, really good. So one thing about this drugstore stuff, Wet n Wild, like, I mean, I have a lot of Wet n Wild in front of me. I didn't even realize it until I'm like, that was Wet n Wild, that was Wet n Wild, this is Wet n Wild. So they came out with a lot of products this year. This one I was kind of skeptical about at first because I've seen a lot of people using this. And then finally I was like, let me go on ahead and pick it up, see what it's like. This is their contour palette. It's really good. I mean, that's all I can say about it. It is a bit more on the powdery side, so you get a lot of kick up, and as you can see, a lot of kick up and fallout and everything. But I really like the color, and I don't know that they come in different colors, but yeah. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so this one is caramel toffee, so I assume they do at least have 1 or 2 other shades in this. But I like that it's completely matte. It blends out really, really nicely, and it has the perfect amount of warmth to it. Most contours have, like, you know, ashy or tone to it, but I don't have cool undertones in general, I don't like the whole rule that a contour has to be more on the beige end, or not beige, but gray end of things. I don't like that rule. I don't adhere to it. I tried to before and I just end up looking like I'm casket fresh, casket ready, boo boo. And that's not my goal ever. Never used the yellow part of this, but the contouring part is lit. All right, do I want to finish my eyes? Yeah, let's finish my eyes real quick. I'll go on ahead and use the Subculture palette just for the fuck of it. All right, so in here, I believe I'm gonna kind of do something a little different, and I'm gonna use, first I'm gonna use Dawn to kind of like smoke the bottom out, like, and again, going in very lightly because, you know, that kick out is something. At least y'all got to see me put on a little bit of eyeshadow, right? All right, so next I am going into Destiny, which is like this like khaki green color. Okay, I'm gonna switch my brush out at this point and go in with a pencil brush and go into Untamed, which is this guy here, and really getting close into the lash line, more so focused on the outer corner here. And I want to touch up, actually I'm gonna use Cubed, which is this like iridescent shade up here in the corner here. It looks white in the pan, but it has more of like a pink shift to it. And I'm gonna pop that on my inner corner. Ooh, I think that's pretty. That'll do, that'll do. All right, so there were not too many mascaras that I like went crazy about. But this one has been one that I've been using. It's called It's a Long Story. This too is by Arbonne, which is a completely vegan and cruelty-free brand. The tea on Arbonne is you cannot buy them in stores. You can only buy direct from a distributor. If you guys want that information to one that I know of, then I can, you know, give you that individually as you ask, or you can go to the to their website and order that way. But what I like about this mascara is it has a really, really good holding power as far as like keeping your lashes like elevated, and they do a good job at like separating and volumizing. It has like that rubber wand to it, which is really good for like getting in there and getting some separation, as well as like building up a good amount of volume, and obviously lengthening because it's called It's a Long Story. This is a bit more on the pricier side, but the good thing about Arbonne, and is kind of where you have your peace of mind if you are somebody who is extremely conscious about ingredients and things like that, you will like to know that they are based according to European standards. So as many of you may know, the US standards as far as like beauty products or food and everything is not very high. European standards, however, have a lot more, you know, restrictions and things like that. I will say, and I forget the exact numbers, but when my aunt was doing the presentation, she said the US has something like maybe 7 ingredients that are banned from like certain products, and Europe has like thousands. So that's, you know, take with that what you may. But yeah, I really like this mascara. It does a good job. And another good thing about it is it's pretty easy to remove, which is a big thing for me, because there's nothing worse than thinking that you removed all of your mascara the night before and you wake up with black eyes still. That shit is irritating. So I appreciate this. All right, so moving on to the rest of the face. Let me see, let's start. I've already bronzed. Blush. So a blush that I believe was new for Milani this year was the Bellissimo Bronze. I pretty much use this daily. It has a really nice coral to it. It kind of acts like a bronzer. Like on days where I'm not like wearing a full face of makeup, I may just wear a little bit of powder, some mascara, maybe some concealer. I'll pop this on and I'll like drag it all the way out and blend it in really good. And it kind of acts as like a 2-in-1, a nice blush slash bronzer. Really, really love it. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. I just filmed this twice, by the way. Anyways, okay, so there's a lot of fucking highlighters in front of me right now. Even though I didn't buy like a whole lot of other things like this year, I mean, highlighters was something that I bought an abundance of, and I need to kind of chill out on it. I said that I'm not going to buy any more highlighters, but I think I just, yeah, anyways. Okay, so let's start with Wet n Wild. Okay, Wet n Wild released a lot of highlighters this year. Highlighter palettes, individual highlights, a lot of freaking highlighters. One of my favorite formulas that they have is the Mega Glow highlighting powders. I just grabbed 2 that I kind of use a lot, which is Blossom Glow and Golden Flower Crown. The good thing about these are just how affordable they are. First of all, they're only $5. I think I'm going to use this one today. But they're really affordable. They work well. I'm going to brighten up this inner corner a little bit more because I need more. I need more. But yeah, they're affordable. They work really well. The formulation is on point. And like, just look. Like, they're good. So if you're somebody who is like just stepping into the world of highlights, Wet n Wild is probably like your better bet as far as like trying stuff out, because they're how affordable they are. They have tons of different shades. They have like your really basic ones, more like gold and champagne ones, to like pink highlights. They have purple highlights. They had a limited edition highlight, which was like more of like a green olivey tone. Just highlights galore, just good shit. Anywho, so moving on next, Fenty Beauty. Yes, let's talk about it. So the 2 that I have here, I have a matchstick and I have the powder. Let's start with the matchstick because this was one that I wasn't expecting to like as much as I do, or even use as much as I do. This one is the shade Confetti Honey Boo Boo Child. Okay, you talking about trying out like some crazy stuff. This is like unicorn piss. It's so good. And like how I like to use this, I use it, this is my yoga highlight actually. Like whenever I go to yoga, I want to look like a constellation. So I put confetti on. It has like iridescence of blue and like violet in it. It's just so pretty, like the words can't even describe it. Like has a pink, purple, blue shift to it. It's just good. The one thing that I will say about these is it can be a little difficult to apply, which is why I like using it when I don't have a whole lot of other makeup on. Or if I do wear this with like my foundation or whatever, I try to go for like, this is dirty, but you get the point. It's like a duo fiber brush, more of like a stippling brush to just kind of work over the top and then press it into my makeup rather than like brush stroking it on, because that can just kind of disturb whatever you have up underneath. Or you can just use your fingers. Either way, I like using the brush because I can be a little bit more careful. I can be a little heavy-handed with my fingers. So if you're more light-handed, totally feel free to use your fingers. But yeah, she was the truth. All right, and then the second tier I have is Mean Money and Hustler Baby. I'm going to use this on my face today. In particular, well, I like both of them. Let me not get this twisted. So at first, when I first bought this, I was expecting for Mean Money to be a little bit more prominent. Excuse me. So when I first got it, I was just like, it's good, it's cute or whatever, but I need some more like bam, pow, boom to it, right? But I found other ways of using it. So I really like using it as like a brow bone highlight. It's a little bit more subtle and just kind of adds a more natural glow to the skin. Now Hustler Baby, on the other hand, as you can see, honey going in. I didn't contour my nose, it's fine. But this one is just, you know, you want to douse your face in this one. I expected for it to be a little bit more on like the rose gold side, but she got like real gold teas happening. And I like using multiple highlighters. As you can see, I got some like a nice little pink on the brow bone, nice little gold yellow on the just, you know, catch this highlight tea. Catch it. Catch it. I know you. I know you see it. I know you see it. Some of that. But yeah, hands down, Fenty Beauty, they went hard this year. Like highlighters, skin, complexion. Yeah, they did that. She did that. You go, Rihanna. Cheers to you, girl. All right, so I think the final things. Yeah, final things. I'm not really big on lip products. Once I find a formula that I like, I kind of stick to it. But two specific formulas were released this year that I fell head over heels for. I just grabbed two of the same color just so I can show you how each one kind of looks. But first things first here, again, Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild, you had the motherfucking year on lock, son. But yeah, this is the Liquid Catsuit. This has been one of my absolute favorite liquid lipstick formulations because it doesn't dry my lips out like ColourPop. ColourPop, they come out with some bomb ass colors, right? But let's be real, they dry my lips out really bad. The formulation has gotten better, so don't get me twisted. But for this to be Wet n Wild, you know, take that as you may, it's just a good formula. So yeah, I just want to put this on really lightly, very thin. The shade that I have is Pink Really Hard. But yeah, they hold up nicely. They don't dry out my lips. They are vegan, 100% cruelty free, and affordable. And they have a nice range of colors. Not a whole lot, but you know, enough to where you can pick out something and maybe you can mix and match. And I want to say these retail for about $4.99. Now, something more on the high-end spectrum is by Bite Beauty. These are, I forget what they were called, the Amuse Bouge Liquefied Lip. And this is in the shade Eclair, which is very similar to this. But this is like a lip gloss, lipstick hybrid is how I envision it. It has the lasting power of like a liquid lipstick, but it has the sheen of like a gloss with the pigmentation of a lipstick, if that makes any sense. I don't remember all the claims of this. I just know how much I like it. It has really, really good pigmentation. Like I said, these are pretty much the same color, but it's like using a liquid lipstick without the dryness, which for me is very important. I hate to put on a lip product and my lips look like the Saharan desert after a while. It's not cute. And yeah, I'll make sure I post the video so you guys can see the true pigmentation of these. But it's a really good formula. They feel really nicely on the lips. They wear really nicely on the lips. They have a little bit of taste to it, which is like, you know, the signature with Bite is that, you know, there's ingredients that you can eat away and they're non-toxic, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, really, really good stuff. That is everything. I don't have a tool this year. I got something for you. So there was a tool that everybody was hyping up and was like making it seem like was the bomb, but wasn't at all. The silly sponge. I'm gonna just throw this shit away. Bye, Felicia. Bye. All right, so that is everything for the best of 2017. I hope that you guys have really, really enjoyed this, or at least got a good laugh out of me talking shit, because you know that's what I do. I hope to see you guys more on my channel. I do plan on coming up with a schedule in the near future. I have to get my feet wet, get back into it, but hopefully I can at least get 2 videos up a week. And once I like build up my, you know, my momentum here, I'll come out with a solid schedule for you guys to check me out on. And yeah, so I want to thank you guys so much for all of your support and patience with me as I've been on again, off again. And I'm not going to promise that it probably won't happen again. Just I be up in my feelings sometimes and it just happens that way. But again, I just thank you guys so much. And I hope that you guys have a blessed, prosperous 2018. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.